Pisces, hello, welcome to I Am the Monad Tarot. Thank you so much for choosing me and trusting me with your reading. And I certainly hope and pray that all is well, Pisces. I'd like to say thank you for all your likes, your shares, your subscribes, your comments, and your feedback. Let me mention again about memberships. We got level 1 for early access, as well as level 2 for members only. I'm going to give you a nice 3-way split, Pisces, and I'm doing your reading from the Hoodoo Tarot deck. Give you one good shuffle here, Pisces, and we will begin your reading. All right, Pisces, let's get into it here. Okay. I feel like, Pisces, someone has their arms open to you. Okay, I am here, and this is a good person, so you don't have to fear that. Okay, I'm feeling like this person is not gonna backstab you. Okay, they're not gonna betray you. They don't have no funny, weird, crazy, evil ass intentions towards you. This person really loves you. This person cares about you. Okay, they don't want to hurt you. I don't feel like this is a love interest though. Okay, like a romantic type of a situation. I'm just hearing just a really good friend. Okay, they mean what I heard virtue, but I also heard they mean what they say and they say what they mean. And this is not someone who is a fair weather friend. One minute they like you, one minute they don't. That type of shit. Okay, you might be kind of slow to have a relationship with this person. Okay, understandably so. Well, based off the concerns that I heard, like you don't have to worry about A, B, C, and D, the stuff that I just said. But this is a nice person. Okay, they enjoy your company. I don't know if you work with this person, how you met this person, but they do enjoy your company. Okay, and they think you are a good friend, that you would be a good friend. Okay, but they're open to you. Okay, and they want you to come on in. Okay, and be here with them and be friends with them. They're offering you friendship. Okay, and I'm here, and it's tried and true. Okay, this may not be the type of friend you go out with and you hang out with a lot, and hit the streets and the clubs and the party scene and all that kind of, if you even do that. Okay, it's not that type of relationship here. Okay, I don't know if this is if this person is older than you. I'm not feeling like equal footing, and what I mean by that is I don't think either this person may be a little bit older than you, maybe more experienced than you in some way, if maybe it's on a job or something like that. Okay, but they're not here to hurt you. Okay, or even Pisces, if you have some kind of need and they want to assist you, and they're really a friend. Okay, I feel like maybe you've dealt with some rejection in your life. Okay, some hurt. Okay. Hold on. I want to say, let me look at something real quick. Real quick. I mean, like, the most important thing you need to know is they're not going to, yay, Pisces. The hurt that you have experienced, okay, like the rejection and stuff that you may have experienced in your life, this person, that's over. At least with this person. Okay, that is said and done. This is a good person, a good human being, of a caring nature. They might be religious. They're not religious or spiritual necessarily. They just got a good moral fiber. Okay, they're not dumb. Okay, they know how to treat people. They know how to treat human beings. They see when somebody's in need, okay, and needs love and wants love, but they need love and want love too, and they want to give it to you. But again, I don't feel like this isn't romantic. This isn't sexual or anything like that. All right. And again, I do feel like you may be apprehensive or cautious, which you should be. Okay, we should all be cautious. Okay, but there's no trying to control you and have dominion over you and being brutalizing you, and jealousy and envy, and then they gonna wreak mayhem and all type of shit in your life. Okay, they're not here for that. They're not here to hurt you, to break your heart, to destroy you. Okay, this is something new. Okay, and I do feel like it's a blessing here from the divine, because I feel like a lot of people have experienced that. Okay, that kind of betrayal, backstabbing, being hurt and rejected, okay, by people. All right, and I feel like, we all deserve, okay, true friendship, true relationships. Okay, and I feel like you got one right here. Okay, I'm hearing like this person is not going to sway you a different way, okay, or try to make you be what they want you to be. Sure, do what I say do. No, we can't be friends, okay? All right, and then even if you don't do what they say do, and you keep them around, for whatever reason, they want to try and control you, and dominate you, and like I said, brutalize you and cause hell and mayhem in your life. No, not here. Okay. Yeah. You may have, like I said, I feel like you have dealt with it. Like I said, this is, I feel like an older person or older than you. Okay. Or maybe, like I said, some kind of way, maybe more experienced than you, something. Okay. I mean, it like stood the test. They've stood the test of time here. This person, if they're older than you, I can tell you one thing: they look damn good. Okay, like how you see some older people. Okay, they might be in their 60s and 70s, but they look so vibrant. Refreshed. You understand what I'm saying? Like I was at the department store. What was it, last week? And one of the ladies that worked there, she kind of had a little issue with the lady that was helping me. I'm not gonna go into it, but the lady, man, this lady was cold. The lady was sharp, and I knew she was older, because she just had that energy. But she looked so good, so healthy, so sharp, so clear. She wasn't hunched over. She was 70, like I think 75. And I was like, damn. I was thinking 72. I told her, I said, you look good, and she said, oh, thank you. You know what I'm saying? But just her, not just her physical appearance, just her, in terms of she was an attractive woman, she was, but she was just healthy, vibrant, didn't need no crutch, wasn't all hunched over, and just like life hadn't been no crystals there and just beat her all the fuck up, and if it had, you couldn't tell at all. If it had, you couldn't tell. The woman was sharp. I feel like this woman may be somewhat like that. I feel like it's a woman. I feel like she's somewhat like that. Like if she's older, she looks damn good. Like she is taking care of herself. And I feel like that's that thing of standing the test of time. She's taking care of herself. Not just her physical self, but her mental, her emotional, okay? Being solid. I'm here like solid as a rock, okay? Having an understanding of herself, meaning having an understanding of life. And ain't no need to hurt nobody. For what? Okay, I feel like that's this woman's energy. She doesn't want to hurt you, okay, nor anyone else, but she does like you, okay? And I keep hearing she wants to be your friend, okay? And I feel like it's genuine here. And I'm saying that because you may have dealt with some, these issues, maybe pain, rejection. I don't know if these were parental or grandparents or just older people in your life who just was not right. Okay, didn't treat you right, didn't treat you fairly, okay, or just not grounded, not solid like this woman is, okay, just emotions everywhere, okay, maybe mean, heartless, okay, just let anything fly up out of their mouth, okay, to be hurtful, maybe because they were in a state of hurt, not taking care of themselves the way this woman is taking care of their self. Okay, so they may have gone through some things, but instead of healing it or realizing, just because somebody did that to me don't mean I have to do that to them. I'd rather take that energy and love on myself and love the next person. Okay, they let just shit crazy shit fly out their mouth because they mad and then the motherfucker, okay, and embittered. Not this soul here I'm hearing, not this mother six. I feel like you may have dealt with that, and you may have felt like, well, when was this shit going to end? Okay, am I going to have to deal with this type of thing the rest of my life? But I'm hearing no. Okay, it's done and over with. Okay, definitely with this energy. Okay, you're not going to deal with this all of your life. Okay, and I'm also hearing Pisces, it's time to move on for that energy. Okay, one thing I say, like that scripture says, let the dead bury the dead. Let that, if it's in the past, okay, let that go. I'm not saying don't deal with it, don't face it, don't even vent about it or talk about it or whatever you have to do in your healing process, okay, to realize that it was reality. But you don't want to absorb it like this father of baskets in reverse absorbed it, okay, and just lashed out at everyone else. Okay. Okay. I feel like now it's like the power is in your hands here. Okay. But I feel like not this father basket's hands. Don't let this father basket's in reverse. Don't let their mean, evil-hearted ways, okay, and the way they treated you, okay, dismantle you and keep you, I'm hearing like from bearing the responsibility of yourself with this ace of sticks upright, and you going out there and meeting good people and having good positive, relationships. Okay, because there are good positive relationships out there for you. I ain't saying it's a whole lot, but there are some out there for you, and this is one of them. This might be the beginning. See, this person may show you a whole new world, a whole new group of people, because this type of person ain't gonna hang out with no these father baskets and who's another else in reverse. That's mean, evil, and hateful. No, this person is taking care of themselves. And that's one thing about them taking care of themselves. No, not allowing people like that in their space and not going in their space. This is a healthy individual, healthy mentally, physically, psychologically, spiritually, so even. Okay. And like I said, I don't think they do any kind of practices or spiritual practices or religious practices. I just feel like they're just a good-hearted, caring, kind, and compassionate, I'm hearing, person. And they want to show you that same kind of care and compassion. Okay, because I'm not saying this person will say to you, I want to be your friend, but if they've opened the door, say, oh, come on over to my house, for the holidays or whatever, or sit and have a fixed lunch for us, you may be like, what is this person? That this person don't have no tricks and schemes and nothing like up there, but let's just two human beings sit and talk and enjoy one another. Is that out there anymore? Yes, there is. It is out there, and this is one of the people. Okay, you now are. Forget this father baskets in reverse and whoever else may have rejected you and caused you pain and all of that heartache. Now your life is in your hands. They don't let this person does not control your life anymore. Okay, and feeling like, well, they did me this way, so I don't know about why I'm scared, and what if they hurt me? No longer. Okay. All right. You don't have to run from yourself. You don't have to run from your life. You don't have to run from, who you are, okay, anymore. Okay. I'm hearing like the time is now to focus on yourself, okay, and the good things that the good Lord have for you, okay, in abundance. I am hearing, okay, in abundance. Okay. Like I said, I don't know how you know this person, how you all met. You might have met at church, and I'm saying I don't think this is a religious person, but there's some people that's not religious. They go to church because sometimes for people it's just a community. Like my dad was a very spiritual person, and then he started going to church at one point. Like when he used to live in Atlanta, he went to this nice church. I visited with him, and then he moved here and he was going to church, and I was like, Daddy, you're not religious, you're not Christian, you're a spiritual person. Why do you go? He said, I'm not. He said, but it's a nice community. It gives me something to do, and I get to meet people. You understand what I'm saying? So you might have met this person in a religious institution. You may have met this person at your job, okay? But I feel like it's some kind of, I'm hearing institutional alliance. I don't know if do some kind of maybe social type of work out there. So many different things out there going on for people, okay? And maybe you met this person through that means or whatever, all right? But I still don't, there's nothing wrong with guarding yourself, okay? But I feel like you don't have to hide yourself and retreat. Okay. I'm here like that's not necessary. Okay. Like, don't, hide from the world because of, in terms of relationships, social interaction, good, healthy social interaction. You know when something ain't good and healthy, and so from the not, you know what? We don't even have to wait no more. Like I met somebody the other day and they said something to me that I was a red flag. That's the end of that. Okay, not mean or hateful or anything. Just okay, and kept on going. Red flag. Why put your? I'm not putting myself in that boat. Okay, I have enough sense so if I see the person again, hi, how are you? And moving on, but you can't be in my personal life, in my personal space. You told me exactly who and what you were. Okay, so I feel like you're smart enough to know that, okay, red flag, I'm done. I'm not going to put myself in these kind of bad cycles and loops and all of that type of thing. I'm going to move on. But you don't have to. But that's that person. That ain't everybody. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. So you don't have to hide and live in fear. You understand? Okay. I don't know. I just heard to get to know yourself better. Like sometimes one way that we learn more about who we are is by social interaction, getting out there, doing something different, meeting new people, spending time here, like with this mother sticks, a new person that may share something with you, that may bring something up in you, and that's pleasant. I'm not talking about, you feeling bad about yourself and something strange and weird and all of that negative. No. You know, hell, she may make if she said come on and visit, she may make you, I don't know, a blueberry lemon pie. You ain't never had one before. And you eat that, she'll be like, this is good as hell. I like this. You've learned something about yourself that have a taste here, that something that you like, something that you never tasted before, and you have a taste for it. Okay, I'm just using that as a minor example. Okay. I feel like this spending time with this person, being open to this person, it's going to broaden you. Okay, broaden your thinking. Again, is this person is something about this person? They may be older, their experience, and sometimes people that are older. Okay, I'm not saying that this woman is alone and doesn't have anybody. She might be married, she may have children, all of that. Okay, but sometimes when a person is older, like you know, even if she has children and a spouse and all of that kind of thing, it's like y'all so familiar with each other. You know, a person can be 50 and their mother tell them they did something when they was 20. But I never knew that about you. Yeah. But their friend might have known it about them. Okay. That's just how it goes. Sometimes the people that we're closest around, she been mothering the children. Not necessarily, I don't know, but this is true. I feel like this, sometimes people like that, I remember one time years ago, okay, I went to seminary, so I would have to do like a chaplaincy type work. And I did a chaplaincy when I was in Atlanta at I hate to call it an old folks home. I know that's not politically correct. That's what we used to say back in the day. Okay, place with older people. Okay, who needed care. A lot of those people there, their families would not come and visit them. Okay, and even some they did. It would be so rare, so sparse. But I cannot tell you the stories. I would sit there and talk to those people, and I need to talk about that one day. Do a video about that one day. Just so interesting, the lives that some of those people led, and you wouldn't. I wouldn't have known if I hadn't sat there and talked to them. I just sat there and just let them just talk, because I had to visit with them, so on and so forth. And they began to tell me about some of their experiences, and it just was like, what, you did that? How did you do that? Or when did you do that? And some of these celebrities they met. One lady, she was a daughter of, was it I don't know if it was one of the, was it Ford? One of the makers of these car people, whatever. And she got to telling me some stuff, baby, about some celebrities from her time. Okay, but that I was aware of, okay, who were older in my youth. And I was like, what? I was like, that's not true. That lady said to me, oh, well, you wouldn't know. And she wasn't trying to put me down. These were people with money. You understand what I'm saying? And her family, she grew up around these people, and these people mingled together. Man, she had some stories for me. I met another man, an older man. I'm sorry about the banging if y'all hear that. It's upstairs. I don't know what they doing, honey, but they living. But I met another man who he was Italian. This man had been on a steamboat. I believe it was a steamboat. This man had traveled the world. And I was like, wow, how did you do that? He told me about the steamboat and how cheap it was back in the day. And I mean, he just told me all his stories, okay, about the places he had been and things he had seen. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like this woman here, sometimes like people, you know, when you meet them, older people, they tell you their life. It may open and broaden your horizons and broaden your perspective on things. Okay, it's like, don't cheat yourself out of that. All right, give you some new stuff to build upon, some new knowledge and whatnot to build upon for your own life, to expand and to see the world here from a different perspective. So that's why it's like, don't hide, don't stay in a shell away just because somebody here didn't know how to love you. Okay, all right, remove those burdens from your back here. All right. I feel like it's going to, like, spending time with this person is just going to change your world view. Okay, this woman may lead you down a path, just talking to her, just spending time with her, um, that will make you look at your whole life differently. Like, wow, look at what I've done. Not that it's bad, but man, look at, there's something else I can do. May make you change your whole life. Okay, anything else here for Pisces? Anything else for Pisces? Okay, Ten of Coins upright. Yeah, like, you know, change your whole life, lead you to this Ten of Coins upright. Okay, it's like, don't be so shaken and afraid because of your past that you end up missing out on this opportunity. Can change your whole life, that will lead you to this Ten of Coins upright. Okay, family, home, blessings, I don't know. Okay, just Ten of Coins upright. Don't allow yourself to be in a space of regret. Okay, by not taking the opportunity. Hell, may change your whole fucking career listening to this person. Okay, spending time with this person, honey. They have something here. I feel like, yeah, I'm telling you, it's going to be a tower, but a good one. Okay, okay, dismantling here of your whole world around, but in a positive way. Like, I'm about to do something totally new, and this woman may say, "Oh, you want to do that?" And she can lead you down the right path. Okay, here we have personal power, but it's in reverse. Let's get it up right. You are far more influential than you think. Hell, you may do something for this woman. You may change her perspective. You understand what I'm saying? All right. That youth come in, honey. That youth is very empowering, okay, for an older person. Okay, she may not know how to work the computer. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Something. It's like, oh, I'll show you how to do that real simple and change her whole world around. Okay. All right. I'm gonna pick a card for you, Pisces, from the Soul Truth card. Soul Truth, self-awareness. Okay. What expectations do I have that are impossible to meet? Let's see. The expectations we have are mostly delusional and impossible to meet. We then experience disappointment with ourselves or with the relationship when they are not met. It's time to dissolve your expectations and replace them with gratitude. Today's soul action: be grateful. You are being summoned here, look at this, to more peace. Peace is home for our soul, and it is accompanied by trust. It comes when you surrender and focus only on what you can control. If you expect nothing and are grateful for everything, you will experience extreme fulfillment. Awesome, Pisces. I certainly hope that resonated with some Pisces. I ask that you all like, share, and subscribe to those who have subscribed to my channel. Thank you. If you have not, but you watch my videos, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, thumbs up, comment, come over, see what's happening at I Am the Monad Tarot. And you all have favor. Peace.